Hey guys, this is Avantis, and as you just saw, my videos now have an intro, which was made by a friend, and I don't know if I should say his name or his username or something, but I just want to say a big thank you because he was super fast doing this. I sent some files and then I just went to I think I went to have lunch or something, and when I came back it was already done, and he just sent me the file, and I was like, wow, this was super fast, and I think it came out pretty nice, so thanks, man. And now to the video. In this video I will be drawing a merman for the first day of MERMAY, which was a while ago. Quite a while ago, and yeah, because now it's August, or I really hope this video will come out in August. At least I am recording it now, but better late than never, right? So yeah, MERMAY might have been gone a few months ago, but I distinctly remember what I was thinking when I was drawing this. I remember I was sitting at my desk in my, comfy armchair, looking at a blank page I just opened in Photoshop, and I was thinking, can I draw something for MERMAY? Because I obviously, physically, I am able to draw something. I was able to draw something, but I didn't have much time at the time because yeah, I had a few hours or something, because May is usually the month before the exam period, and well, I didn't have that many exams, but I had a bunch of essays to write and hand in and stuff. I also still had classes to go to and stuff, so I wasn't sure if I should participate at all. But I did in the end, and I'm really happy I did, because even though I didn't have much time, so again, I didn't have much time, and I was like, okay, I will draw something simple, and nothing fancy. Some artists say something inside my comfort zone. I don't really like this term, but yeah, something like the same old stuff I usually do. And the point is, I knew I wasn't going to draw a girl because I don't draw them anyways. But I was like, okay, this is not the time to practice it. And the other thing I was sure about is that I want to pick a simple pose. Now, I didn't use a reference or anything, and yeah, I was like, okay, he should be sitting. And later on, doing this challenge, I learned that mer people are actually kind of hard to pose, at least for me, because when I draw them, quote unquote standing, vertically, then some of the fins just hang off the paper, so they are not showing, and unless I change the the size of the paper or the page or whatever, which I don't really like doing. Yeah, it's hard for me to pose these guys, but I don't know, for some reason I drew this one sitting, and the fin had this nice curve and everything, and I was like, okay, if a merman is sitting, then my first thought is that he's sitting on a rock, and so I drew a rock next to the water, so I drew some water splashing and some clouds and some foliage, flowers and stuff. I don't know, this was the first thing that came to mind, and at first I wanted this illustration to cover the whole page, because I don't know why this is my first thing, or my first thought. Even in my sketchbook, in my everything, is that my drawing should cover the whole page, or if it doesn't, then add some other drawings, but it should cover the whole thing. And it was just a random idea when I was drawing this, is that I added a circle around or like in the background around the character. It clicked that it just looks so nice, or it would look so nice if I just colored that area or a bit around that and just leave everything else blank, which isn't what I usually do, but it just I think it came out like quite pretty. And what I also liked is that I carried this idea to the other drawings as well, at least like most of them, like 6 out of 8 or something, and they just look like they are they form a set, like they have this theme going on, and I think it's really cool. And a bunch of people noticed it, and I received a few comments that people really liked how the sketch layer is showing around the rendered parts, which you will see. Like when I was trying to cover the whole page, I just drew everywhere, and then I just rearranged it and like erased a few parts so that it would look a wee bit more complete, even if only the circle and the character is colored. So yeah, and when I was coloring, I was debating a bit on the color of the fins. Now I can't see the video, but I remember I wanted to color it purple, but for some reason I didn't really like it, and then randomly I picked this teal color, and I just made it gradually go blue at the tip of the fins, which I don't know, for some reason I really liked it, and it was something a little bit new, because I don't usually use teal in my drawings. By the way, it's just a little extra thing, but when I finished this drawing, or like after the next one or something, I went back to this drawing, and I dropped the base colors, and I actually saved them as swatches, which is not something I do usually. I always mix like every goddamn color on the page, like most of it I still do, but for some reason I really like these colors, and like the skin, the hair, or the fin color, because you know they are the same, and the sky and the green of the plants. I don't know why, but I really don't like the greens in like the default Photoshop swatches. Anyway, so yeah, I just saved that at the end, and after I did it, I realized that it's just speeding up the whole process of the other mermaid drawings, which was also a benefit, I think. A bit about the shading. So I use this lazy method. I don't think I usually use it. So I usually pick a brown, and I try to, at least when I'm this painty mood, I try to like put a bit more effort into the shading, but I guess I just wasn't, I was going simple with this one. So I just picked a purple, I lowered the opacity, and just blocked in the shadows, and that's it, which was again time saving, and it just kept me to have the image simple. And for some reason when I do this, I always think about comics. I think because I saw a few comics shaded like this, because again it's like quite simple. Yeah, and as a last touch, what I like doing, I make a new layer on top of like everything, and I just eyedrop from the areas I don't really like, and then I just paint over them, and this way I just correct wherever I think I made a mistake, because I think it's faster or like more comfortable for me than to, you know, go back to the liner, sketch, whatever layer and correct that, and then go to the colors and then correct those and the shadows and whatever. So it's just easier to paint on the top of everything. So yeah, this was my first ever mermaid drawing. You can find all of them on DeviantArt. In the end, I didn't make an illustration like this every day. It would have been quite a challenge. I hope maybe not next year, because I will be finishing school, so I don't think I will have much time. But I think I will try doing this challenge again, if not every day, but like every week or something. And so this year I managed to draw 2 of these like complete illustrations every week, and I think I did like 8 or 9 or something. Yeah, which is still more than what I usually do, so success, I think. And yeah, I think they came out pretty nice, and at the end of the month I was really happy that I participated. And before I end this video, or this commentary or whatever, I would like to advertise myself, because I just put together an art book. The title is Harmony. You can find it on Gumroad for $5 whole. And it's like a 30-page art book zine thing. So about these drawings, these are all made with ink, and they are mostly like elf dudes and like demon dudes, who originally I made them for my other like story or comic, but I didn't like, the story didn't really get anywhere, but they are like still like cool characters, so I made these ink drawings of them. And like yeah, there's this mage dude too, and this caterpillar dude, I don't know, he's my favorite. And yeah, like most of them are like shirtless pretty much, but like not in, so there's not much sexual stuff going on. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's aesthetically pleasing for me at least. Yeah, and like that, there's also like these like 5 drawings of this a nymph guy who somehow ends up in a dragon dude's lair, and I don't know, like these are like sort of sequential, they like tell a story, and it took me like a year to put this together. Like, some of these drawings are from last Inktober, a few of them, and the rest is like I mean the Inktober's one too, but these drawings I put together into this art book are like, it's really detailed, really carefully shaded stuff, and it took me quite a while to finish any of the these illustrations, and I think this book like came out like so beautiful. Like, you will see like on the last page there is this prince guy, and there are like a shit ton of leaves around him, and I did it during a lecture. Yeah, but anyway, I think it just my most beautiful ink drawings that I did like this last year, or like this year, and from October to now on. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. I think if 1 or 2 people would buy it, I would buy a brush pen. I don't know, it just sounds funny because I never use them, but I've seen a bunch of artists use it on YouTube, like Jake Parker and drawing with waffles. And that, I don't know, I think that would be like a medium I would enjoy. Like I really got into inking lately, but I only use these pens that like don't really allow much line variation, I think you would say. I don't know. I just want a brush pen, and I don't know, that would be so cool. Yeah. Or maybe if, I don't know how many people are going to actually buy it. Like, yeah, but if more people would buy it, I think I would save up for a printer or a scanner or something, because I actually don't have one at home, which makes like projects like Inktober a wee bit difficult, where you should like scan every day like your ink drawings, which I do in my mother's office. Which is also funny. Yeah, but anyway, it would be so cool to have a printer and maybe like make my own prints, because at my mom is like working at the university, so I can't really, like, it's just a simple office, and I can't make like real art prints, and it would be so cool if I could do it at home, like buy like a nice thick paper and just print on it. Oh yeah. Or like buy a brush pen, like that would be really cool. As I said, I never use those, but yeah, that is it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.